Do 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 do. Oh, hi. This is already silly. Hello. Hi. I'm gonna double check I am even audible before even doing an introduction. Let me double check. I hear myself twice. I hear myself twice. Okay, let's stop that before it gets any worse. Hi. um, you may be wondering, where have I been? What's going on? Where is everything ever? So, like, congrats 1 year anniversary as of yesterday to me for streaming for a whole year. Um, Yay! Now for the bad news. Uh, a few days ago, probably over a week ago now. Welcome to the void, exactly. Hi, Cosmic. There's not even Twitch chat on screen. I feel so bad. I will find a way to make sure you guys get included. Don't worry. Maybe I don't remember how to do it right off the top of my head, but I will read out the messages in the meantime. Hi. So like about a week ago, roughly, my SSD card on my computer gave out. And so I lost everything except for my avatar. Meep and Borp are gone. Like, I lost everything. um, my entire setup had to change. Everything's gone. Luckily, I still have my avatar, which thank goodness it took me months to make this little guy. Um, but yeah. So like I was so excited to be like, oh my god, I should figure out what my 1 year anniversary thing should be. And then with my computer crapping out and everything, it was like, oh, maybe I should redesign my entire setup because I lost it anyways. So that's what we're here to do today. There's no fun transitions, nothing like that. All I could do is kind of wiggle myself around and change expressions, which is kind of fun. I get to go for walks. Woo-ba-doo-doo-doo. But, yeah, that's really what we're up to today. So I am taking suggestions. No fun transition here, just gonna hit you with the Clip Studio Paint full file. Yeah, just bam. I do want to get Twitch chat working today too, cause I miss seeing you guys on the screen. But yeah, welcome to the void. Glad to have you. Um, yeah, I have to figure out everything again from scratch, more or less. Now, I want to think about, like, what do I want to prioritize? Also, it's not just going to be me talking. I have some background music to go as well, because I figured out how to do that very quickly. And luckily, I remember some of the things from setting up. But yeah, basically all China Point redemptions are gone. Because like half of them were talking to Meep or Borp or like using Sammy, which I haven't even downloaded again yet. It sucks, but I'm also kind of like, oh well, it's gone. Let's move on and let's start something new and fresh. Don't mind the fact that the color of my screen, like my what's it called? The canvas isn't pure white. I just find it very hard to work with pure white, so I automatically make it like a weird like gray, like a warm gray. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on things to consider or like things you want to see in this, like, this is kind of the moment to do it. I am taking suggestions. I also have to like remind myself to like hit the mute button on like a very specific part whenever I go to take a sip of water. And also I'm using a very loud keyboard. Let me give you a little taste test. Hello. That's what it sounds like. I'm pretty sure that picked up pretty well. I do have my normal keyboard as well. My usual one, rather. but it's packed away right now for reasons, which I can explain as I start drawing. But yeah, we're kind of flying in blind here a little. Like, I'm gonna be relying on you a little here to like tell me if things aren't working. I did turn up the music a little for y'all. I might turn it back down. I'm just watching the levels and trying to gauge it that way. But yeah, that's really what we're up to today. Some drawing. Yay! You say that and the song changes, so it sounds like nothing. The music was a lie. No. So I'm gonna try sketching out some setups first, just to get like a feel, because I want to prioritize some things. I do want to prioritize having my little avatar on screen. It's not like the end of the world if it ends up like small on screen. I can always adjust to that. Especially since I kind of always forget to use my different emotions. Like, I worked so hard on these, and then I went, oops, I forgot all the time. So I remember my setup used to be something akin to like, let's get this really rough out. A piece of paper there, a piece of paper there. That's where I would play. That's me. And then, Meep and Borp, rest in peace, sitting over there. And then if I had friends join in, they would be down here, along with my alerts. And I prioritize a lot of chat and me hanging out. Maybe give your avatar a little booth in the corner. Ooh, like, it's not the nosebleed seats, but like, I don't know. People refer to them as like the Lincoln seats, right? In the theater? Okay, wait. It might be really fun to like write down like in general like thematic elements to add. Cause I really like the theater. So I'm gonna write paper because my avatar is technically supposed to be made of paper a little. That's the whole concept. That's why I have like little pins in my elbows, because those are like the little pins that I used to put in like paper puppets and stuff. I like circus themes. That includes clowns and jesters. And I really like the theater. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't read very well, but it's also why the avatar is the way it is. For example, if I switch to like sad, you can see the different pieces of paper in my hair moving. That's why it moves that way. It's never, all these avatars, except for the facial expressions, are drawn so that the different parts move, but aren't different. Hi, Stingy Lazy Town. Hi. We are rebuilding my stream right now. How you doing? Welcome to, we should give you like little construction hats right now. Like everyone here gets like a little like construction hat like this, a little hard hat, cause like this is construction zone right now. Wait, can I add that as text? I'm sorry, my keyboard's loud. Just finished Final Destination Bloodlines, I'll never trust a penny anymore. Oh no. Hi EXO, welcome to the construction zone. Hard hat required. This won't get confusing. I'll put it up here. Or logs, but that was clear since Final Destination 2. There. What do you use to draw? I use Clip Studio Paint. There we go. And I use just about anything here in terms of pens and stuff. Recently, I love this brush in particular. It's the Toffee one. I love it for outlining. Are you planning to see it? Because I'd like to ramble about it. I am so okay with you rambling about Final Destination 2. Or Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm sorry, I don't know which one you want to ramble about in particular, but yeah. So, for those who may not know, I lost everything. Meep and Borp are gone. We are trying. Basically the whole franchise. I'm good with that. I don't have any plans right now to get into Final Destination, so I'm okay. So right now we are... What happened to them? We lost everything. Like, my SSD card... Tiny Ed and Governor. So basically, my computer... This is my lovely computer. And it's like, hee hee, I love existing. And then it's like little tummy. I don't know. I feel like an SSD card could be like, the motherboard is like the heart in my brain, but the SSD is like the memory part of the brain. The SSD card went, actually, I'm dead. And basically, I lost my entire setup. The only reason why I still have my avatar was because it was saved on an external drive. And I actually had to reset it up. I was planning to start stream at 5, and it took me that long to set it back up. I'll DM a picture of him to you if that's okay. Okay, yeah, for sure. It might be fun to add that as like a channel. How did the SSD break? Apparently it was defective. And apparently, like, there was a recall on the SSD card I had. It just gave out. It was just like, actually, haha, bye. And it was actually during my last stream, which is the Stanley Parable. And it's kind of funny, because if you watched that stream back, the last thing I do is like, the narrator's like, oh, where did you find the second Stanlerine? And I'm like, oh, it's to the left. And he's like, yes. And then it gives out right there. And my brain just went, I guess the narrator didn't like that. But yeah, it just gave out. And then on top of that, just a big thing in Final Destination you cannot escape does include bad omens. Oh, sorry. I'm just thinking about like the time I've had as of recent, because not only that, I went to show off some older games I've made, which was really cool. It was a really interesting experience, but for setting up for that, I decided to redraw one of my games. And guess what I lost when my SSD gave out? I lost all the progress I made on redrawing my game. So I had to redraw my redraw of my game, but I got it done on time. Okay, so I want to make sure that I want to prioritize some certain things in redesigning as well. So there's themes. I don't want to cut off themes completely, but that's like the themes. Bro, I had not seen that movie because I was driving home. My seatbelt sensor was going off despite me being buckled in, no one else in the car. Oh, jeez. Ooh, yeah. All I know is like, I think what the logs are referencing, and I'm like, no, I'm good. The seatbelt sensor going off would like make me scared. And okay, awesome. I'll check that out. The log truck, yes, that's what I know about. Awesome. So, I'm gonna... Priorities. Putting the avatar somewhere. Whatever I'm doing, like the game stuff. Chat. I want to be able to have you guys on, because right now you guys aren't. Except in Bloodlines, it had a train carrying logs. Oh no, that's somehow worse. Okay. And then I also want, like, these are additional things I want to eventually include. I don't even know how to write this. I'm just gonna write friends. Friends. I like a title to be available. But then again, with the fact that I could change the title on Twitch itself, I'm kind of tempted to leave out a title. So I'm going to put a question mark next to it. And then at one point, I would love to captions. And then I'm going to put oh my gosh, how did I already forget? Adam Crow. I figured it was Adam. I'm gonna put Adam as a part of P? Sorry. I just like scrolled back down and saw P. Okay. I would like captions as well at some point. Additional fun. Oh, it's Yippee. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, my writing is terrible. Let me get that. Alrighty, it's a yippee moment. Okay. Okay guys, we have a very important question though to answer. Do I dare try to bring back Meep and Borp? Because, and on one hand, Meep and Borp are so important. I see your ramble. I will read it in a sec. I just have to get the thought out first. But like, hear me out before you answer yes or no about Meep and Borp, okay? On the one hand, Meep and Borp are great. I love Meep and Borp. I enjoy the interaction, and I'm not saying let's remove TTS. That's not what I'm saying by do we bring back Meep and Borp. What I'm saying is Meep and Borp died. Like, they were removed completely from my computer. The only thing we have is their memories. And I'm like, do we honor that memory and keep it a memory and introduce new clowns? And say, oh, Meep and Borp went off to find a better circus. Or do we redraw Meep and Borp? That's what I'm like. And I think it would be nice if we went the let's redraw them. I still make Meep and Borp emotes. Morp and B. Just make Morp and B. Do I? Okay, I'm done my little ramble. Feel free to tell me your thoughts. I kind of wish like Cranberry was here because I know Cranberry uses a Meep and Borp a lot. I'll also have to get Cranberry's opinion at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna now read your ramble about Bloodlines. By the way, Bloodline links every movie together despite every protagonist being unrelated. In the 1950s, a restaurant called the Skyview was going to collapse. The main character's grandma had the premonition and saved a lot of lives. Since hundreds of thousands of people were supposed to die, it took a long time for death to kill everyone, so those people had families. So the protagonists of the previous movies could have had a family member that was supposed to die in the Skyview collapse. I see. Hi, Cranberry! Were your ears burning? I was just talking about you, but not in a bad way. I'm at a very important decision right now. And it requires a bit of backstory. So I lost everything. I lost my entire Twitch setup. Meep and Borp should cameo every now and then. And that includes Cranberry, I'm sorry. We lost Meep and Borp. All of the files. The only thing that remains is the Twitch, like, redemption award. That would allow you to, like, talk as Meep or Borp. And those are, like, 50 pixels tall. They're gone. It's so sad. So we're talking about, like, do we let them, like, move on to a better circus, or do we, like, redraw Meep and Borp? Or do we... No backup files. Yeah, I was not expecting what to happen. I lost everything except my avatar. So we're discussing, like, oh, how should it be set up? Yeah, they're gone. It sucks. Yeah. I was sad when I realized that. I meant I lost Meep and Borp. But it's like, do we let them, like, live on in our memories, or do I redraw them? This is not saying I would remove TTS. I would make new clowns. Cosmic had an idea of drawing 2 new clowns, Morp and Beep. They went out for milk. The question is, are they coming back from going to get milk? That's the real question. And, like, no matter what, Meep and Borp will live on in our memories, and it's not that, like, they would never appear again. But EXO, going back to your rambles about the bloodlines, particular child that was saved, and that child grew up to be William Bloodworth, Tony Todd. Also, the movie was made in Tony Todd. I see. I'm sorry, Cranberry's comment got me. I did eject the warp core. More like my computer just went, I'm ejecting the warp core myself. Because it actually gave out midstream of the Stanley Parable. And was just like, I'm done with this. You keep playing the Stanley Parable. I need you to stop. Luckily, Nightbot is still around. Because that wasn't saved to my computer. Words cannot express how proud of you I am. All this time I've called you to check the warp course months, if not a year of it. At last you did so. I'm sorry, I didn't finish my flower and I realized it looked phallic. That's just a little flower I was drawing. Aw. I guess there is some silver lining. We did eject the warp core in a way. But, like, I didn't do much. I just kept playing the Stanley Parable and my computer got sick of it, apparently. Okay. But now, I could do some sketches of, like, new clowns and we'll see how we feel about it. Sometimes the lore writes itself. Yeah. I think the reality is that Meep and Borp ejected the warp core, but they ejected it, and it's, like, so fitting for the theme. Yeah, it's bad what happened, but it happens. That's how I feel about it. And, like, I'm now making sure I save to an external as well as my internal, just so I can make sure this sort of thing doesn't happen again. And if it does happen again, we'll be goofy about it again. So would you like to hear my idea? I would love to, Cranberry. But I'm going to, just as you write out your idea, do a tiny little sketch. It kind of would be fun. No, I can't do that. I was planning to be like, I'm up here now, but I don't think that's a good idea. Because that's where, like, the Lincoln seats are in a theater. Okay. So I'm thinking of moving myself to this side. I know. Revolutionary. Meep and Borp are currently missing after ejecting the warp core. This is a fine opportunity to redraw them with a new design. Someday they can return after a long and epic journey in which they will have many stories to tell. Ooh, I like that. And it'd be kind of fun to, like, make it so, like, there was there was, like, a channel award that you could make it so, like, just in the corner. I'm trying to figure out what layers. That was my old setup. Okay. Just like in the corner or something, you could just make it so like they run by or something, just in the corner or something. Just be like, they're around. They're around. Wait, did you clip did you clip when my computer died? You did, I'm pretty sure. You did clip when my computer died. I'm watching it back right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, my computer really just like gave out. I have no other way to describe it other than it just went, nope, I'm good. That'd be really fun though. No, it did not just, no, it gave out while I was streaming the Stanley Parable. So it was like about a week ago. But I had other projects I had to get done. So I also like, I lost stuff that I was working on that had to get done soon. Yeah, it's because you weren't here to stop Meep and Borp from ejecting the warp core. Or Meep and Borp were shy and were scared to eject the warp core in front of you. But yeah, I had other projects I had to work on at the time. So like, I couldn't. Yeah, that's the only redemption I have right now, is highlighting your message. Because everything else got deleted. I supply, but I feel like this is our chance to make a light take and make lemons out of lemonade. I agree. Make it a part of your lore. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, and I'm on the same thing. But I think it'd be really fun to have it so like, like you could redeem, they just kind of float across the screen. So I'll add that to like potential redemptions. What is this, some kind of highlight my message? It's happening on my screen, but chat isn't on the stream, so only the people witnessing it here have them floating in space. That'd be really fun. I got you. I don't got you. I'm sorry. I accidentally said don't allow when I was trying to say allow. Oh, I'm a mess. Okay, so they were red and blue. I kind of like that you're making their story part of my theme for my hiking photo chains. That'd be fun. Meep and Borp Canyo redeems. There we go. So, are we thinking that their names will be Morp and Beep? For the new one? Would that be too confusing? If you have other names, feel free to let me know. I don't know if I have any other like themes in general, so I think this is good to start with. I've this idea of a redeem where they float across the screen and my grappling hook tries to snag them. That might be fun too. I'll write that down. Morb and Peep. I wish I could tell ads to not come at all, because this is like a, hey guys, Morbius, Morb and Peep. Gorg and Geep. I'm gonna have to search these up. I'm gonna have to search these up and make sure that you guys are accidentally like swearing in another language or something. Glorg and Jeep. Okay. I do feel like they should come back eventually, but not immediately. Like, make it an overarching theme of your stream that they are lost and we were trying to find them. Like, maybe you're searching games for them. That might be fun. You guys are just... You guys keep recommending names that are just rhyming with the originals, Meep and Borp. Or are just like... Okay, let's have some fun. So I'm thinking with a new setup, I'm on this side now. Wow, that's so new and scary. Oh wait, there's a reason why I have it that I'm on this side. It's because of my embarrassed emote. Actually, that might be fun on the other side too. One second, guys. Let's move over. Let's move me over. So it'd probably be like this. Let's see what that looks like in general. We're just gonna cycle through the emotes. That may actually work really well. And then muted. Okay. Actually, this might actually be a good idea of moving me over to this side. Especially since the evil emote, like, the arm is up on this side. Okay, I should not keep pressing buttons. Make myself big. I'm gonna try for the rest of the stream of sitting on this side. Okay, and then we're gonna try, because I am sitting on this side, I'm gonna move the window capture just a little and make it a little bit larger. There. Just so you can still see what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna try this for a bit. I might make myself a bit smaller though. I don't need to be that big. It's not always about me. There. We'll try that. Maybe it's good that my icons for you are running late. You haven't lost them since they aren't made yet. That's true. I do still have the emotes. You can still type into chat. Bibble and Dribble might be really fun too. Where to put Adam Conover. I'm thinking for that sort of redeem, it'd literally just be like, the you know the pointing meme where the person's like pointing behind them? Like this? And then it's just Adam. Hey guys. Yeah, we still got emotes. Don't worry, we didn't lose the emotes. You know, I'm just like, and then it's like this is that Adam. reference. You know, just like something silly like that. We keep getting the ads are approaching and I keep snoozing them. But yeah, so for now, we're drawing. I'm here. This is where I am. That's me. Me. I also want to try to make it so you guys can redeem some new stuff to do. The tomatoes was fun. I might try to do tomatoes again. I also like the idea of his face being stretched across the screen for a split second. Kind of like how the cinema meme is done with Doug Doug streams. I was just like, brow, you know? Okay, so that's me. Going back to our themes. Oops. I had a lot of paper, but not like a lot of circus or theater to my stuff. And the paper was just kind of texture. So I'm thinking for me, trying to make this as big as possible, because this is the game or whatever I'm doing. Pretend I didn't mess up my A that bad. And then like I'm literally just swapping chat over to this side as well, I think. And then for Meep and Borp, they would probably wander like this across the screen. So that way, or maybe it might be on this side. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll make different paths that they could take. So I want to prioritize the game being visible. I don't think I need a title because I've updated my title on my Twitch a lot and I feel like I just remembered I added the construction zone hard hat required. Y'all have your hard hats because we are doing construction here. And then the mystery clowns. Oh wait, I have an idea. Okay, so what I'm thinking, imagine that, I'm thinking, we make it like a peanut gallery. We make it like a little peanut gallery, cause like, you know, theaters and all that. So like, oh my gosh, it'd be really fun if I made two versions. One where, so like, it's literally that they're sitting like this in the seat and they're facing this way. So they're watching the screen. Am I cooking? Is this a good idea? And then like when I'm not playing a game or something, they're facing like the audience, or like I could toggle it between the two. So like they also come to sit like this. Is this making sense? And then I could do the same thing with friends that come to play too, where they could be watching the screen maybe. Or I could like, I don't know, that might be a bit harder for me to manage. We'll see. That's something I have to figure out. Swivel chair. Yeah. Kind of like that. Where like it could change between the two. I don't know if I do the full like animation of the chair swiveling around. That could even be like for specifically the clowns that are TTS. That could be like a channel redeem where you could turn the chairs around maybe. It could be called like, hey, I'm talking to you or something silly like that. So like you could turn them around so that they're facing. But I think it'd be really fun to have it look much more like an audience going to see a show. I'm gonna take a sip of water, so I'll be a second without speaking. It might be really fun. Oh, not the chair squeaks. It might be really fun so that like you guys can throw tomatoes at the screen. Sorry, I'm just going with this like theater idea because like it'd be really fun if instead of throwing them at me, which I do not mind, it's funny. I do not mind it, but also it'd be funny. I'm sorry. I can bypass it by copy and pasting. Boom, and then I can also check it out. Oh my gosh, is this like how they do the what's it called? The Tomodachi Life stuff. I'm gonna try using it. It's gonna come through on the it's gonna come through on the thing as well. Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. And you can ooh. I'm sorry, I turned it up all the way. That was not a good idea. Hello world. Okay. That'd be interesting. I would have to figure out how to make this work for stream. But I think it'd be really fun to have it like have like a little peanut gallery. I'm trying to figure out how this should be laid out because I kind of like this, but I'm thinking of moving the clowns. It might be fun to have it so like chat is here and the clowns are in the peanut gallery up here. Also, like just like sitting up here watching over. And then if I have friends come along, they could sit down here. But that's that's planning for friends. And I do promise I have friends. And I've had a couple stop by stream and even be on stream. And I'm hoping to do more with them. But like it won't be every stream. So that's why I'm hesitant to put y'all up here. Because it'd be funnier if y'all were down here in the seats. But I'm trying to figure out what happens when I have both. I think if I'm going to have people on stream to like play games with me, I might not have TTS on anyways. But that's something in the future to figure out. So maybe this can shift. It's either TTS or friends. Don't worry, I solved it. So I'm gonna delete that because that's what I was cooking. Alrighty. Now, getting more into the aesthetics. Theater seats like this. My avatar is already like yellow and green, and I don't want to have a lot of contrast. I don't want to blend into my stuff, but you know. So I'm thinking the game could probably even be this big. So that my like arm and stuff is still kind of cutting out the little corner a little, but not too bad. Cause I want this to also be very readable. We're probably gonna have to do Borp and Meep are in space floating around in the space orb from Portal 2. Space! Yeah. They're gonna come back and they're just gonna be like, yeah, we went to space. I'm gonna be like, why? How? And why didn't you invite me? So yeah, I take up like this much on the screen. I'm thinking chat. Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Chat could be like this, like a little sticky note. To try to keep the paper theme in. And then I lost my transitions as well. So what I'm thinking for my new transitions is like a piece of paper falls into the screen. Oh, I can't snooze the ad anymore. Watch out, guys, an ad's coming for you. But okay, quickly before the ad approaches, the piece of paper falls onto the screen, and a pair of scissors comes and snips it apart, and it breaks apart, and it's the new scene. That way, I don't need to worry about like timing too bad. I would make this the snipping part really quick, and the paper falling really quick, so it's actually a fast transition. But we'll see. And it keeps the paper theme, because that's one thing I was struggling with. I love making art, because this is like out of context. It's so confusing. It'd be... Oh, the ad is approaching. Maybe I'll quickly sketch out some clowns. Are they all gonna have their big noses? Maybe. It'd be fun to have one with like puffs. I can't remember the name of this hairstyle. Maybe like blink. Wait, we have to figure it out, because Borp and Meep were blue and red, which a lot of people consider opposites on the color spectrum. It technically isn't. Let's not get into it. So would the opposite, quote unquote, be green? Green... That's hard. Maybe green and... What is Bob Dylan doing over there? Bob Dylan's approaching. Blue and red. Thinking, like, immediately my brain goes, go purple and yellow. But I don't know for sure. Green and pink. Ooh, that might be fun. It might be fun to have a monochromatic, like, black, white, and gray clown. Like, black and yellow. I'm not trying to make a joke or anything. That's why. Why am I being approached by so many people who are powering up on me? It might be really fun to have like a little star-based one. Like shooting star-based. Not very clown looking off the top, but clowns could be whatever we want. I'm just trying to like do some rough sketches. I am powering up. Am I gonna fight? Is that what you're putting in this text chat? This is the one time that like... Wait, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, I know what I would have to do. I would have to go to Streamlabs, right? I'm sorry for my loud, My loud computer. Chat box. You're bored? Oh, I'm sorry. There's, like, this is really what I'm doing today. You're gonna shoot my plushie? Don't do that. I'm under attack. Okay. Hopefully this works. You like the clicky keyboards? I get nervous. I know some people really don't, and I want to make sure that like this stream is accessible to people. Okay, that should be chat. Hello? There we go. That's chat. Really small, but there's chat right there. Put on Subway Surfers. Okay. Don't worry, I got you. Slime videos too? Okay, no, we have to choose. No. Okay guys, you have to choose right now. Subway Surfers or slime videos. And until you make a choice, you get neither. Yeah, I'm evil. What of it? Subway slimes. If you guys don't decide, I'll put on one of those videos meant for cats that are just like little like birds running around. Patrick slime videos. I'm scared. I'm just trying to make sure that we're not putting on something that is actually cat video. No, not cat videos, but like the videos put on for cats that are like, I want to make this legible. Put on for cats that like, are like mice and stuff running around. I'm trying so hard to speak right now. Okay, let's do this. There we go. There, it's in the corner for you. And we don't have it with audio because we already are listening to enough things. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look for images that might. Okay, that actually works. This is part of my full project that I worked on. So we're gonna move chat here, and there we go. The construction zone text is kind of hard to read now though. So we're gonna move it over here. There. Are we good? We good? We vibing? Are we satisfied? I'm gonna continue to draw clowns now. And yes, this video is looping. You only get this video. What I'm thinking is our next clown can have big pants. And this one's a mime. Or something. Because a mime that is allowed to talk. And I did technically search up Patrick Slime videos to find this one, so it is technically Patrick Slime videos. So, let's see. For this one, it's gonna just be monochromatic, right? I just keep looking at my stream and I'm like, wow, this is a mess. I love this. This is a mess. So, add the stripes and stuff. And then the pants will be a darker color. And I think it's not that the mime's shoes are white. The mime isn't wearing any shoes. And then we'll actually add like the little, like, I love drawing. I love being able to create things because it just gets silly. No, we're not adding those lines. They make them look like athletic pants. There's Patrick! There you go! Patrick! Patrick's here! Patrick! I should be allowed on the internet. Yes. I feel weird about having like the little like, is that like a phone number in the corner of the slime video? I'm scared. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the slime content, feel free to go watch CSM Relaxing. I don't know what their audio sounds like, but so I'm thinking for this one, the little star one. what's the no to? Are you not gonna check out CSM Relaxing? I'm just saying that just in case. I'm thinking of adding like a little yellow and pink to the little star based one. To the phone number. Okay, it's not a phone number. I don't know what it is. That's why I'm scared. I'm guessing it's actually someone's account or something. Okay. I don't know how I feel about the yellow, so I might change it to purple. Oops. Much better. Okay. Let's be real. And then for the hair, adding it to be like a little pink here. Um, still not very satisfied. Maybe it's the design. Okay, we're gonna shrink this all down a little. So they could sit right there. So y'all can still see them. I love the chair squeaking, I said sarcastically. So we need this to be small again. Brush size. What other things do clowns wear? Ooh, we can go for one that's wearing like a big trench coat. Oh, the slime video's over. You know what? Just for you guys, they wear clown shoes. Maybe. I'm gonna hide that just so I can navigate these screens without anyone seeing. We're gonna choose another slime video. I'm just gonna type in very long slime video. There we go, very long slime videos. That's only 20 minutes. There we go, 12 hours. That will last. Clown shoes, yes. Except this mime. This mime is clearly not wearing any shoes. Oh my gosh, wait. What if the little mime guy, like, draws on, like, fake... This is just, like, body paint to just, like, be like, yeah, I'm totally wearing shoes. There's a type of clown called, I'm trying to remember the name of it. There's the Patrick slime again! Wait. I know, like, these are, like, content farms stealing others' contents and stuff, but, like... Okay. And they could be wearing like a hat. The coat is so big it covers their feet. You know? That's what I'm thinking. And like it's got like patches all over it. It's big enough to hide two of them in there. Let me try coloring this, see what it looks like. The big pink nose. So we were thinking about green as well, right? So I might actually try the green route. See how we do with green here. Because like the green would lend well to the trench coat. Maybe a little green tie here. And then the trench coat can be like a more earthy green. Or maybe more like a, I think I want it to be even more muted though. Like that? Actually, if I have it more muted and I bring it back to the yellowy, that might look, yeah. That's what I want. I love drawing clowns. Cause like sometimes clowns just look like kids trying to dress up like grown-ups, and I enjoy that. Maybe something like that. Would you trust this clown with your life? There. Like that. It's actually really cute. I really like it. Wait. This type of clown usually has like a little blushy too. Okay, I actually really like this clown. I really like it. Okay, let's put them with the others. Da 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 dum. I really like all of them so far. I want to try fiddling with the purple one again. I feel like I can make it work. I just need to go a direction, you know? Okay. Ooh, it looks like the evening sky a little. Okay. And then what if I gave it like little... No, it can't be like that. It's gotta be more yellow. It just doesn't work otherwise. I think the blue is killing it. Let me try bringing it closer to red. I feel like the blue is too blue, so I'm gonna try moving that purple, like that sort of purple over. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm not making much sense, but that's why the music's also here, and the slime video. Okay, wait. That, I think that works so well. And then maybe like larger stars on the... Okay, I now love all three of them. What other colors haven't I? Okay, we got green. I did put purple and yellow kind of together. Pink is the one I haven't done. Or maybe I'm a mentor for new clowns as well. That's why there's so many. I don't know. They would change the dynamic a bit though. When I'm trying to think of what I could do for pink. I love them all so much already. I'm just staring at them going like, wow, what cute clowns. I'm thinking about my previous clown designs. Trying to call upon them. I'm gonna look at them actually. I have them saved somewhere weird. Oh, did I mess up? There we go. You can still watch your videos. It's under my art, I think. I think I actually have it saved. Clowns. Yep, there's my clowns. I haven't done one of my favorite looks yet. I love the big, like, the big shirt, you know? Hold up, I could totally drag in a reference. This one. I love the big shirt. I love big shirt. Big shirt good. So I might go that direction. I accidentally closed it. I was not thinking. So maybe like a little bow. And then big shirt. But the shirt has to kind of go like romp to make sure you really know it's a big shirt. And then for hair or accessories, oh, let's make these ribbons long. Because the main shirt is going to be like just like a light pink, right? So maybe we can have something like... No, that's too much hair. I've done a middle part with the mime. Maybe I could do like a bob. Or maybe I can make it like a bob that flares out. Like that. Let me get my eraser and make it smaller so I can actually erase properly. There we go. It looks like those like, you know, those like little cat like pictures that have like the little watermelon over their heads. Reminds me of those. But I kind of like it. So we're gonna go like this. And we're just gonna color it in with the pink. We're gonna make that like, it kind of looks like this clown just woke up. Little sleepy clown. It's probably because of the muted colors I'm using. It's cute. I think this needs to be a brighter color. Like brighter. And then this pink has to be even more subdued. I love designing clowns. There we go. Little pink clown. I don't know how I feel about that hair though. That might be nicer. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Cute. So we got some clowns to work with. I'm gonna put these in a folder. And I'm gonna line them up. I keep forgetting what is where because I had it set up completely different when I was working on like just drawing in general in this program. So it's hard for me to like navigate right now because I'm like, that wasn't over there before. Okay, there we go. They look cute. Thank you. I hold them all very, very nicely. I'm just gonna shrink the pink one down so it's around the same size as the others. There we go. So I think I still want to stick with this layout. And then we had some Morp and Beep. Oh, Bibble, Dibble and Pibble or something like that, right? It might be fun. It's kind of tempting to add all of them because it'd be really funny to have 3 rhyming names and then a 4th non-rhyming name. Pizza plus friends equals fun. True. That's a common equation. That's the scissors. Adam Kavanagh reference. Let's label this clowns. So I'm thinking that we have the seats here. There'll be like a theater red or a theater blue. We'll have to decide that. I would say this is like the red of like associated with theaters roughly. I just realized I have to go in like 15 minutes. I will be streaming again likely tomorrow. It'll be more me working on this, but I just want to get some rough ideas out before I head out. Or like a theater blue would probably be more like this for seats. Oh, more Bloodlines talk. I do like this part in Bloodlines near the beginning where 2 bouncers at the restaurants in the beginning permission and are talking to each other and bodies start falling and they go like, oh shit. You could say it was raining men. I'm so proud of you for rejecting the work core I am beaming. Oh, thank you, Cranberry. It's been interesting to like have to look at like this like my stream as a whole all over again. It's been interesting for sure. I'm gonna, cause there we go. Let's say those are our theater seats. They'd be all one color in an actual like the final design. Never look at pennies, MRI machines, piercings, or logs ever the same way again. I have a big fear about like specifically piercings and MRIs. I don't even have any piercings and my brain still goes, because when I was like 10, they advertised Bloodline. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, Bloodlines on posters back of log trucks. One of the... Oh, no worries, Cranberry. No worries. But, I, like, when I was 10, you know, like, those, like, magnets that you had that were, like, links and, like, balls and stuff? I see slime, but no Subway Surfers. We could swap over if you want, because I said one or the other, and, the chat went slime. We are only having one. We can't have both, okay? I swallowed one of those, like, metallic, like, the metal magnet balls when I was a kid. And I just, cause, like, I like the taste of the magnet in my mouth. And then I accidentally swallowed it. And ever since then, I've been afraid of, like, MRI machines because I heard about the way they work and why you have to take piercings out. And it's no longer in my body, but I'm just scared. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out the rest of the colors here. I did kind of like the green we had going on before, but I'm kind of scared of it blending with my hair. So you're a clown throughout your life? Yep. Make Adam Conover say my equations tell me that pizza plus friends equals fun when you draw him. Okay. I'm just trying to like think about like how how will this work in general for stream. That is way too close to my hair color, so we'll probably go more the yellow route. That looks just gross. Or I can go a route where we're going more like a cool blue. That would make my like avatar pop, but it kind of doesn't blend with everything else. By the way, the penny part is because a single penny caused an entire building collapse and a trail derailment. Hey, sometimes pennies just have bad days, okay? Or good days. Red might work too. I'm just testing out different colors right now. I'm thinking maybe going red. I don't want it to be too dark of a color, but I don't want it to be white, right? I just don't know if this is a good color. Let me try yellow. I had a feeling it was gonna blend with like everything else I'm wearing and my skin, so that might not work. That is just really close to my skin color. We're back in the green section. Because I want green to work a little. Green might work. This green might work. Let me see. Well, the penny didn't cause the entire building collapse. The beginning of it was caused by a cork hitting a chandelier and one of the chandelier pieces landing on glass floor, causing it to start cracking. I don't like this green color. The penny caused the fire part though. Okay. So, so the penny is still involved. Let's go all the way back to this color. Why did we reject this color? Did we reject this color? So if I went this color, okay, imagine this, right? This color with these color seats. And then I went up here with a blue like this and made like a little sticky note for chat, right? And then we bring it down here for the colors for the sticky part of the sticky note. Oh, you can't see any of that because of the slime video. Excuse me, slime video. Thank you, slime video. So the chat would be more like this. I would have to change the colors of chat. It might just be easier for me to change the colors of the sticky note. In the beginning, the lady in the elevator of the building said, oh, and this building was finished 5 months earlier. I would have been like, nope. I would have also been like, nope, I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Maybe it's a yellow sticky note. That's gross yellow. Maybe I'm the sticky note. Maybe the sticky note is the friends we made along the way. Funny how the radio in the car played Ring of Fire before they got into the building. I love, like, intentional things like that. I kind of love all of them. So if I have this set up like this, I'm going to try drawing this in a little bit more detail. turn off that. Just go here. Detective clown? There's no detective clowns. There's a clown in a trench coat. Gumshoe clown. I can see it. No, not a detective. These are just some clown ideas. I'm willing to let y'all decide, but an evil part of me wants all four of them to exist. If anything, it might be fun to try to figure out names together. So I'm gonna do a more detailed sketch. The audience chairs. I also gotta figure out where alerts are gonna come in, right? Give that clown a Cockney accent and they're a detective. So these are either friends stopping by or little clown guys in their theater seats, right? Do I want them to be that big? That's the question. And then we have chat here. I'm still thinking a sticky note because I think having a curtain there might not work. It'd make more sense if there was a curtain here, you know? Which actually was in my first design for a stream layout, and I really didn't like it because it cut off so much of the game. But let's go back to my priorities. Avatar, and then the game, and then the chat. Okay, that's pretty good. I've prioritized that. And then my friends and or TTS. I don't want a title. I'm still thinking about captions. And then I also have to figure out like a reward system, right? I'm losing my mind. There we go. Because we also need alerts somewhere on the screen. I'm thinking of, and I'm trying not to be cheap about it, but I'm thinking of putting alerts up here, especially since I don't get alerts very often. And for those who can't see because of the chat, I mean in this corner, where chat actually currently is on the screen. Because alerts only pop up once in a while. They're not very common. Then again, so is people stopping by. And or sometimes TTS doesn't get used. So I might make it so like I might make it so that this is scalable. So it could be this big too, or the size of the entire thing here. So that if I want to scale it down, I can also have captions coming up. Or more accurately, make it so it can also fit in this area. And that if I want to have captions of what I'm saying on screen, they can go here, you know? And then there's me. Something really cool just happened. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to write that down before I forget. So alerts. You can't see that part. Game. Sticky note. I could even move it so that the theater is also in front of me. Depending. editor is scalable. Shrink for captions plus question mark. There. And then there's me. I'm thinking of having it so like there's a second piece of paper like this. Or like maybe it's like a, you know, like a cutaway where I'm sitting here and it's you know, like a split screen situation. Where I'm kind of butt into, and then chat can be like this. I kind of like that. I might play with that. But either way, we are getting to the end of stream for today. We will be picking this up tomorrow, basically. This is kind of the only thing I'm doing until I get stream back up. Because I figured I like doing this sort of work. And it might be really fun to stream it while I do it. I might do some outside of work once we get like a more solid feeling like design. And I know what needs to be done. It's a matter of doing it rather than like, what if this? What if that? It's been a lot of fun. Right, that's the background we're thinking of. Well, it might even work out that this is like just for the split screen for myself, because I know this color works with my stuff. Except maybe my pants, but oops. Alrighty. Oh, I have to save again. Saved. But that's it for me today. Oh, the good thing is I didn't lose Wandersong or Chicory, my recordings of them, because I was also saving the raw stream files to that external hard drive. So I will be uploading those. It's just I lost like my ability to make thumbnails quickly, and I lost like what I had for my setup for like making the videos available to go on YouTube. So that's why there's been a delay there too. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I feel like this, like, it looks like a little mess here and I kind of love it. But I feel really solid with what I have so far in terms of like directions to go for next time. Next time it'll probably be mostly figuring out the finer details. How do we want XYZ to look? How do we want the theater to look? That sort of thing. So yeah, thank you and have a good one. This is the official end. If you want to say bye, you have to say bye now. Or never say bye. This has been a lot of fun, honestly. I should do more drawing streams in general. Okay, bye-bye. Officially, bye-bye. I didn't record this entire time because that's a new setting. I'm gonna have to save this VOD off of Twitch. Oh no. Okay, bye.